and more open street protests in Iran against the government. Does this growing popular discontent pose any real danger to the regime?
Yes, they're endangered. The people do not have their bread. Even the government can't pay their salaries. The companies under the control of the Revolutionary Guards have gone bankrupt. Their thefts have increased and the thefts have worsened. And the sanctions have increased. They can no longer do like the old thefts because they reached into the pockets of the people and made the people's revolution against the system. And the Revolutionary Guards and Mr. Khamenei go faster. Yeah, this regime has failed economically, politically, internationally, and they can't cover it. No matter how hard they try, their supporters will be exposed after 24 hours. All the tricks they do. It does not last as long as before, and this causes a vibration in their entire empty system.
And by the way, given the recent killings of officials inside Iran, do you feel there is a real breach in the regime, that the RRCJ or even the inner circle of Ali Khamenei have been compromised?
A number of Quds force were killed by the regime itself, or they were killed or cleansed in such a way that they don't sleep in their homes at night. They don't even trust their own bodyguards. And this has caused an earthquake in the trunk of the system, and this is just the beginning of the assassinations. Now that Mohsen Rezai is at loggerheads with Reisi and the others, and in the Revolutionary Guards, there's a big gap in front of them. And this tension is causing an internal collapse. And the assassinations being carried out inside Iran will spread. And the insecurity and the replacement of the IRGC intelligence chief and the mayors and governors mean they no longer even trust their own agents. The information holes have become so large that they're afraid of their own shadow. Khamenei even refuses to accept people close to him. Khamenei's son for 18 months, of whom there's no news, because the great fall of the IRGC and the intelligence agents of the Islamic Republic.
Do you think that the Iranian regime, the RRCG, may be looking to increase the backing of terrorist actions against Israel and the West in response to the current problems?
Yeah. Every time they reach a political stalemate, there's a terrorist act behind them, or the terrorist movement is behind them before they enter into political negotiations. The Islamic Republic has been chanting their slogan for years to destroy Israel. Assassinations carried out by their proxy forces or their mercenaries in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon or Gaza are still going on until they reach a dead end and start committing terrorist acts through their agents. But it's interesting that 2 people were sent 2 months ago, and these 2 people got lost and do not know where these gentlemen are. Are they in the hands of the Israelis or the Westerners? Or when or where they were taken or died? I'm telling you exactly that these were 2 people or 2 couriers who went to Gaza and Lebanon and committed evil there. And this shows they are doing nothing but Israel and the West. And I can say that the government of the Islamic Republic is the source of terror in the Middle East. And I have personally seen a lot of this, and we can talk about it later. But I will tell you this in general now, and in the near future, the terrorist attacks will increase.